Welcome back to my channel, yet again. For this video, I will be showing off, we're gonna kind of take a little bit of a break from the Terrifier stuff, because I still have 2 more videos coming, having stuff to do with Terrifier, and I know in my little teaser kind of post, if you saw that, I only showed a picture of one thing. Well, I'm showing off the 3 DVDs in there, and my entire Terrifier collection, which is a lot of stuff. But I will be showing off my Hellraiser Scarlet box set along with my one Hellraiser figure, because that's all I have. So I think, you know what, might as well review both. This video will end up being pretty long because I am reviewing this figure, which is just a small thing, along with the entire set here. And since it's a really big and actually really rare set, I will be going into a lot of detail on it. So this is the Hellraiser Scarlet box made by Arrow Video. This is one of the holy grails for horror collectors. The reason it is a holy grail, or super rare, for those of you who don't know the terminology, it was extremely limited in the UK, which is where they're based, and in the US it was even more limited, and it's been out of print for, I'm pretty sure, almost a decade. So that makes this a very rare piece, and it comes with the first 3 movies, a documentary, some extra stuff, and a book. So we will be getting into that, but before I do that, I will be reviewing the figure. This is one of the Neca series called Tooney Terrors. They have a very cartoonish look to them, and they're just horror characters in a cartoon look. And I think it looks really good on the shelf because it's just him with this little puzzle box, which is actually something you can have him not hold, but I don't know why you would have him not hold it. But it's really good on shelves. Like, they're very good on shelves because they're small, they're easy to move around, and they're kind of like, they're more statues than they are figures, because most of them have very limited posability. Like, they barely move. Like, this one, only his arms move, and those barely move. But yeah, and well, his head also turns. But this is a pretty cool little figure, and it's got a really good price. They're all about $15, $10, depending on how much how old they are, where you buy them, that type of thing. Now we will be getting into the actual set itself. This set has a smaller version, and it includes just the 3 movies, and it's got different artwork displayed on it. And that set I don't have, and I don't believe I will be getting. I might, I'm not sure, but those come in regular Blu-ray cases. These ones come in special cases that have extra art on the back. It has the Roman numeral for 1 with the puzzle box for the first movie, and you can see it's just got the 1 right there with the Arrow Video logo, and you see it's got Pinhead. I love the artwork on these. And then in there it's got the Blu-ray for Hellraiser. I think this isn't, in my opinion, the best way to store it, but it's a lot better than like my Shudder one, which I will be doing a review on, which I love. I love the set. It's one of the better versions of that media book style. The media book is where the disc is inside and you have to kind of touch the disc to get it out. But the Shudder one is made in a way to the point where it's like the disc doesn't slide out very easily on its own, but like you're able to take it out without having to touch the bottom and everything. So I think the Shudder one is actually still really, really good. And the fact that it's 10 movies that are rarely ever on DVD, it's a pretty cool set. But I will be doing a video about that some other time. Then we have Hellraiser 2 with my favorite character on it, Chatterer. You can see it's got the 2 there. At the back, it's got the puzzle box. There is one more set that I will be getting. It's called the Quartet of Torment. I will be getting the Chatterer version of it, where pretty much it's got Chatterer's face on it. and I'm not sure when I will be ordering it, but it will be soon. And so that video will probably be here in the next few months, depending on when it gets here. Because when it gets here, I'm actually going to do an unboxing for it, which I've never done before on this channel, obviously, because I've only had a few videos. But here you can see it's just got Hellbound, Hellraiser 2 on it. This one is a really good movie, but I personally, I think it's really good, but I prefer the first one. Um, One reasoning being I don't like the character design for Chatterer. I feel like giving him eyes, or him or her, I can't remember which, giving them eyes, it kind of ruined the character and made it look weird. And then also with the fact that Dr. Chenard was able to easily kill all the Cenobites, that really sucked in my opinion. I feel like they shouldn't have been killed off that easily. And then now we're on Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. You could see you've got Barbie on there, and he's called that obviously because he's got barbed wire on his face. But this one actually is really interesting because they had to introduce new Cenobites, and Cenobites are the things like Pinhead and Chatterer. They're the tormentors. They're not demons. They mix pleasure and pain, something like that. Um, and it's really weird. You'd have to watch the movies to understand. Um, but they had to get new ones because the other ones were killed. And then you can see there's the disc. Pretty cool set so far, and most of all of it is just blood dripping down on the side there. Now we have the Clive Barker Legacy, which is the documentary, and you can see it's got that Pinhead pillar from the third movie. And on the back, it just has a puzzle box because it's not really a movie, so it doesn't have anything else. Then it's got the blood. And then with this, we have the documents of blood. You can see there's hooks there. And then the back, another version of the puzzle box. And in here are just extras that came with this. We have some postcards that are really cool with artwork, and some of these are the artwork on the regular edition. Like this one is the artwork for the first movie on the regular edition. This Frank one's just extra artwork, and you can see they're actual postcards. Like you could use these. You got Butterball, the female Cenobite. She doesn't actually have a name. This one's the artwork for the second one, Dr. Chenard. And then here we have a poster with, so pretty much this is the regular artwork for the normal edition, and then this is the Scarlet box artwork. I like the reversible poster. I think it's actually a really neat little addition. And I love the postcards. I think that's really cool. But there, I like the. I'm sure there's someone out there that uses these, but I never would because like they're just kind of cool little collectibles to keep, you know. And then there's also this little small booklet showing off some concept art, storyboards, stuff like that. I'll show you guys a little bit. Like you've got some Cenobite concept art. Let's look here. Some concept for Frank. And then some storyboards, stuff like that. It's a cool little, neat little booklet that just goes in the documents, which then this is what it will look like in there. And then the last thing, the Damnation games. You can see it's got Frank all kind of with his face at the beginning of the movie, and then in the back they got the box again, the puzzle box that they use to torture them. And this is a lot like the Terrifier booklet and Big Book. They are behind the scenes, stuff like that. And actually, this one is really interesting. You can see stuff like that. And it's actually a lot. It's bigger than the other one, but a considerable amount. Like, it is a lot bigger. And, like, considerably. It's crazy big. But yeah, you can see some early artwork on there. Then you can look, we got just some stuff like that. It's a really, really cool book. And I haven't really read through it. I've looked at parts, but I'm gonna actually end up reading it soon. And then at the back we have I'm in Hell, Help Me, which is something Frank wrote on the wall, making I can't remember her name, but the main girl, making her think that it's her dad and that she could help him, but he was dead. And then at the back they've got their overlord type thing, which it's just this weird giant diamond. It's in the second movie. It's kind of weird. It's just this living giant diamond thing. Um it's explained in the movies, but I haven't watched these in a while. I will have to rewatch them. This is by far one of my personal favorite movie sets that I have. It is very hard to find and very expensive, but if you can find one for a good price, get it. It's really worth it. It's got amazing shelf presence. It's out of print. It's really rare. It's just a great collector's item. Then you can see in there, you've got everything there. Number 1, 2, 3, Clive Barker Legacy, Documents of Blood, and the Damnation games. Now, I'm going to say my final thoughts. What I personally think about the series is the first two were really, really good movies. I loved them. The third one was pretty good, and I haven't watched anything past that. I feel like this original trilogy is probably the best, like, that there is, because I know the fourth one they somehow go to space, which I'm not going to question. Beautiful, amazing set, but it is worth the money. I actually only got mine for about $60, which is extremely good because they're usually for like $200-$300 or something. So this is an amazing price on this. But if you have to, I would go for some of the smaller sets, but this is overall an amazing set, and I would recommend getting it. But that's my opinion. This is me signing off.